Hey guys, welcome back to this. This is I think the fifth video. Should be the last video. Somebody zoom in a little bit. Oops. So this last video, we're going to talk about event listeners. Do a little bit of filtering. We could do ordering data, limiting data, and searching data. Ordering and limiting, I'm not going to show because it is hard coded. But I will show you how to do search. Okay. There will be another video, but it'll be sometime in midweek where it'll be around securing your data. But for the most part, this is the important part of the assignment, which that's important too, but we'll have to wait to get there. So, anyways, I'm just going to get started with the code. So what we want to do here is make some changes. So first of all, before I make any changes, I'm going to grab this function right here where it loads the data. I'm going to copy this code right here. I'm going to go over into our filter page, and I am going to go below here and paste it over here because we're going to want to call that at some point. So we're just kind of changing our code around a little bit so it'll work a little bit different. Okay. So now let's go back over to the script, and what I'm going to do here is you could remove all this, but I'm just going to comment it out for now, just like that, because you never know if you want to go back to it for whatever reason. So I just commented it out for now. I mean, if you're pushing to a production environment, yeah, you want to remove the code. So that's been removed. So let's we still have to make some changes here. So got bug on my screen. So we filtered out the code, added the load data over new area. That's what we want. You know what? We also, I'm thinking about it. We have load data functions being called here. So let's comment these out. I think it was only in the conditional statements. Yeah. So I wanted to remove those out. So let me save that. Let me go back over to filter. And I want to go up here. I want to type in db.collection. We want to be able to pull the data back. Employees dot on snapshot function snapshot. There we go. And now we are going to do a console.log, and then we're going to put something has changed. And what we want to do here is we want to, this is like a small event listener. I'll put it right here. So we want this event to be called anytime the page changes with some type of effect happens. If we save something, we delete something, we want it to be capturing it. So let's go back here. That's the wrong one. That's the completed one. So let's go ahead and refresh it. All right. Well, yeah, it's not gonna load yet because. All right, so let's do this. Inspect. So I took the load off. Something's changed. So yeah, so something has changed because we made a modification. Yeah, we don't have the data loaded yet because we took out that code over here. We took that out, so it's not being called at the moment. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Since we don't have that over there, we're going to go over to our database. And wrong database. We're going to come back over to database. Is this the right one? I think so. Tom and Art Mooney. All right, I gotta find the right database. One project. Nope. Wine app. I know it's one of these guys. that we did. Oh, jeez. Here we go. I don't know which is which. I thought it was client project. That's not it. Oh, bummers. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta find my data. Alright, guys. I had the hardest time finding my database. Alright, so what I wanted to do was make a change to my environment so that we could show that it did make a change. So let's see something here. Let's go into Art Rooney and say he's not full-time, or say he's... So let's make sure we have this up and running still. Yep. The wrong one. Delete that one, or not delete it, but hide it. Alright, so I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna fault, change it, come over here, boom, something's changed. So identifies that something had been modified, and that's what we wanted to code for that. Let's see here. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and make sure our data gets loaded. So let's go back and filter. So a lot of stuff will happen in filter now, since that seems to be our main squeeze. Okay, so let's come down here and we're going to call the load table data function that we're using, and we're going to send snapshot just like that, save it, and we should get our stuff back, but let's see. All right, boom, our data loaded. That's what we wanted. All right, because now we're just calling that function back. Perfect. All right, what's next? Let's say that we wanted to check for any change to happen. So not just a modification. Let's say that we wanted to say if any time a record's added, any time a record's removed. Let's copy. Let's make an alert for it. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So where we have DB collection console blah blah blah, we can add this, and I'm just gonna put it over there because, like I said, I've already coded it, and I'll allow you guys to have some fun too. Alright, so let's see here. Let's copy this code here. So we have the console inner. I'm gonna paste this in here. I'll explain it here in 1 second just to make sure I got everything right. So now we need another window here. So we need this, this, and this, and it loads. Okay. So here's what happens is if a change type equals added, it says employees added. If it's been modified, it says modified. If it's been removed, it's been removed. So it'll log that to the environment that those changes have happened. Okay. So let's test it out and save it real quick. Make sure it works. Save it. Let's refresh the screen. Let's add a new employee. Let's say Bob Ross. Bob. We'll say pretty paintings at pbs.org. Age 100. I don't know how old he is. Well, he is a female. And years of experience 80. And we'll hit save. And boom, employee's been added. Now, if I wanted to remove Bob Ross, I could come down here and do delete. Look, employee's been removed. So you see how that works. So it does work. Perfect. All right, we're rolling. All right. Now let's talk about filtering is one thing. Let's talk about searching before we talk about filtering. All right. So let's do search first. So if you go in your script.js file, go down here where it says search. I'm going to copy this, but what I like to do is I like to comment stuff out in case I want to go back for some reason. I'm going to come right here. There we go. Save that. And we'll go over to filtering over here. And I need to put that somewhere. Got that Beverly Hills song in my mind. It keeps playing over and over. Beverly Hills. I can't see where crap, but it's there. All right, where am I at? We're gonna put it under. Well, we could keep it in one of these guys. So let's do it here. It's a feature. All right, so we have the search employee here. So let's comment this out. What we could do is we could type in variable search value equals $, and it's going to be this object, and then dot value, close that, and then we're going to say employee ref, so take our reference, whatever our reference is, dot where, and what we're going to do first name, or first name, comma, equals, comma, search value, and it's going to have to be, in this case what we're writing here, we're doing an exact search, so it has to be exact words. So if it's values in uppercase, you do uppercase, etc. The only way to run that is doing a wildcard search here, and they don't provide anything, and we're not doing that, so that will be a problem if it don't work. So what did I do wrong here? Oh, F name. Need a quarter on that. Perfect. All right. So we have our search value, and then we down here we do on snapshot, and we do a function, and a query snapshot. There we go. And now we're gonna load the table with our query snapshot. Perfect. And let's close that out right there. Let's save it and see if it works. All right, search. So let's look up art. Enter, and boom, art comes up. Now, if I refresh this and just type in art in lowercase, guess what doesn't work because it's case sensitive. All right, refresh it. All right, so that's how we do our search. Filtering, we're just gonna do a couple of them. There's so many to do there. It's 12:48 and I am very tired. All right, so let's go back to our code. And we're gonna filter. All right, so this is only emails, and you could change this however you want to filter. We could say email, last name, etc. You can do your own. You don't have to do what they have here. But anyways, I have only mails filter dot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to comment that out, and I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna type in our reference. It's gonna be kind of like what's below there that we just did. I'm gonna say dot where. I'm gonna say. Oh, what am I gonna say here? Oops. So we'll say gender. Oops, I can spell right. Gender, comma, equals, comma, male. So we're gonna filter on that value. And then we're gonna grab this right here. We're gonna do the same thing we did there on the search. Perfect. And let's see if that works. Save it. Everybody's a male, so let's change this around and make this person a female. Just to, even though we know it's a male, but we need to filter on something. So if we filter on male only, it only brings up those two records. You can clear filter, refresh your page. We don't have clear filter program right now. So that's what you would do on all these. You would use this same code here. You do your employee reference, and then you do your where clause in there. So this concludes this video. The next video will be more on secure data, but you kind of see how things work now. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night.